So, um, I didn't expect to be recording a video today. That wasn't the plan. I was going to be writing, doing admin. I might still write, but I was sitting here and something was on my mind. Now, look, from the start, this is about the iPhone 15 Pro Max that I made a full long-term review about a week, 2 weeks ago, and how much I love it. Basically, I still do. But something's come up and I wanted to share it with you. So forgive me, this video is going to be a lot more raw and rough and first take, possibly not even any edits in it. I'm just going to sit down. Ages since I've done this, just sit down and spoken to you. No script, no stories, just thoughts. And the reason for doing it is it's really important that you can trust me to not just read from a script or read spec sheets, but to talk to you honestly about how I feel about a product or a device. Even if I have spoken to you about it previously, I think it's important you can trust what I'm saying. So let me stop waffling and start talking about this video. Now, I'm going to call it It's Died. That's not me being clickbaity. It's to do with the iPhone 15, and I spent a day out. I actually took a day away from the studio on Sunday. And it was a beautiful car show. Now, not too far from where I live. You can look it up. You'll find a place called Hampton Court Palace. It was something to do with Henry VIII or something, I believe. There's a very famous maze there. By the by, there's a beautiful car show there. And I'd been invited there as a guest. So I decided that I was obviously going to take the phone with me, and I knew that there'd be some gorgeous cars there. So I thought, okay, let's spend the day taking some shots and a little bit of video. I was also shooting some content for a sponsor that's coming up on a future video. So I was going to be doing a bit of video work. I was just going to spend the day with the phone like you probably do yourselves and like we should be expected to be able to do. Now, in the long-term review that I made, I said that I hadn't had too much of an issue with heat and the battery was okay. I'd like to revise those opinions if that's all right with you, and that's where I want to be honest with you. Now, the day I left home at around about 11:30, and with 100% on the battery, and I by about 5 o'clock when the show was shutting down, I looked at the phone and I was down to under 10%. I think it was 8%. Now, I wish I'd thought ahead and had taken some screenshots. I hadn't thought about making this video, but it was something, I say, it's this trust thing. I just needed to talk to you about it. So you're just going to have to believe me when I tell you that I left home at about 11:30 and about 6 hours later, I was down to under 10% battery, because the indicator comes on at 20%, doesn't it, the red indicator? And I was well under that. So I had battery anxiety because I still hadn't recorded this little bit I needed to do for the sponsor that I promised them that I'd do. I was quite uptight. Now, driving there in the morning, I wasn't using sat-nav. Yes, I had been using Bluetooth to stream some music to Apple CarPlay, but that was it. And it wasn't a long journey anyway. It's about a 30-minute journey. And at the event itself, something's happened. Now, look, I'm not into this. I'm a little bit too long in the tooth for these conspiracy theories, just because there's a new phone coming out. Apple are tanking the phone that we've got now. I don't know if that's true. And if you want conspiracy theories like that and those sort of videos, I think you need to go to another channel. That's not me. I'd rather just give you polished, good videos with honest thoughts and reviews. And that's what I'm trying to do today. And I say apologies if it is a little bit more jumbled than normal. And there's not all that beautiful B-roll. I spend hours normally taking B-roll. There'll be virtually none of that. What there will be is some photos from during the day. I played with the camera a lot. I was using a lot of the focal lengths. I was really enjoying using the 24, 28, and 35mm main camera. And also shooting 0.5, because we'd had a discussion about that on that video recently. And a lot of you are enjoying the 0.5. And I know there's some big upgrades coming to the 0.5 camera with the 16s in a couple of weeks' time. So I thought I'll spend the day just using different camera settings. Some were vertical, some were landscape. I was just shooting a lot of photos, but not that much video. And the battery was just dying in front of my eyes. Now, of course, we've also just had what I assume will be the final update on iOS 17, 17.6.1. I don't know if something's happened in that. I don't know if it is this whole conspiracy thing that there's a new phone coming out, so they're suddenly killing off the old phone. I don't know. All I can tell you is that the phone got hot, seriously hot. And I also had trouble getting data of any kind on the phone. I did 2 reboots. I shut down all the background apps, even though I'm being told you don't need to do that. I just could not get data. Everyone I was with was fine. I couldn't get data. I couldn't open the banking app. And also there was a data sheet I needed to look at for this sponsor. There were some reference shots they wanted me to take. And I was trying to open this file, Could not do it for love. Eventually I got into there, but it took a lot of work. And it was telling me I had about 3 or 4 bars of 5G. So I wasn't in the middle of nowhere. I did not know what the problem was. I don't know if it's the update. I don't know if I was just having a bad day, but the phone was getting so hot, almost to the point of not being able to hold it. Certainly uncomfortable. You kind of worry when the phone's getting that hot. I didn't get the cut off message that comes on screen, so they were going to shut the phone down, but the screen was dimming. And the only video work, if you saw I put a short up at the weekend about the M4 Mac Mini, I shot that at the car show and edited it. When I say edited it, I just top and tailed it. I did it in one take. And then the captions were added in CapCut. So, okay, a little bit of AI going on there, but that was it. And then I just uploaded it to YouTube Shorts and to Instagram. I am on Insta as well, if you want to check me out there, D Talking Tech. And that was it. And so I wasn't doing a lot of video work. I certainly wasn't shooting in ProRes 4K, ProRes Log, sorry. I was just shooting in 24 4K, routine, and using a native camera app. Nothing more than that. And I'd never seen the phone die so quickly. And that was what was on my mind. I mean, we're all looking forward to the 16 Pro Max in a couple of weeks' time. And I've got a unit here. So we know for sure we're getting the capture button on there. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. We know for sure that we're getting a capture button on there. And there's going to be more and more demands on the 16s. We're going to have Apple Intelligence, which clearly we know they've got to put 8 gigs of RAM in there because that's the minimum requirement for running Apple Intelligence. There's a new photo format, JPEG XL, I believe, to add to all the other formats for big, huge resolution files. There's going to be more and more demands on our phone. Now, I know they're saying with the 16s that we're going to be maybe getting this graphite shield or tray inside. I mentioned that titanium didn't seem to be a particularly good heat conductor. It seemed to retain heat. Certainly from what I felt on Sunday, something was happening. Also with the 16s, I think with the Pro Max, there's a possibility of being a stack technology for the battery. Anything we can do to get a better battery out of this new phone, I really, really need. The 18 Pro chip that's going in the 16 Pro Max as well, that's supposed to be, it's 3 nanometers, it's supposed to be more efficient. We just need every bit of help we can get. I saw somewhere somebody saying that there's going to be up to 30 hours of battery life. I don't believe that for a moment. But I'm sure I saw it on somebody's video recently. All I need is a day when you can go out and use the phone as it's supposed to be used. They're pushing this phone more and more to us as a camera. With this capture button now, where you'll be able to, like a proper Canon camera, for instance, where you can half press to focus, that's what this capture button's going to be. And if they're pushing this phone to us more and more as a camera, we need to be able to use it in real life experiences and go out and shoot for the day. That's what I kind of do for a living. I'm going to be doing camera tests on the new phone. I shouldn't be getting to 6 hours into the day and having huge amounts of battery anxiety that it's about to die. It's not what should be happening. So look, I don't know how much this is going to tank. The video will probably do awfully, but I just felt it was important. Just so you know that I literally just sat down, turned the camera on and hit record. There was no preparation, certainly no script. The thumbnail that I normally take 3 or 4 hours to make, I'm going to do one shot, call it, it's died, because it's not clickbait. The phone did nearly die on me, and get the video up. And I just want your thoughts and reaction. I hope you don't mind this kind of ad hoc video. As I say, it's not as polished as I would normally make it. If things are looking a bit better in the background, by the way, we've altered some settings on the camera. I think the color's a little bit nicer now. We've altered the backdrop a little bit, just subtle things to make things more pleasing for it. I want to do everything I can to make this channel as an enjoyable experience as possible for you. So, as I say, I wasn't planning to sit down and record a video today. I only had a video go up a couple of days ago, which, if you haven't seen yet, was about the M3 MacBook Air that I've been loving using again. Clearly, there's no sponsor to this video. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you. If you've got it in your heart to sub, share, like, turn on notifications, we're coming into iPhone season. Clearly, I'm going to be buying the 16 Pro Max. That's a given. And depending what else we get on Monday, it could be an expensive little time for me. There's meant to be AirPods 4. I'll be getting those if they come out. Mac Mini, if we're lucky enough to get that at this event, although I doubt that. I'll be buying that. I'd love to get a Watch Ultra, but all of this is coming out my own pocket at the moment, so I've got to be careful not to overspend and get myself into trouble. I'll get as much for the channel as I possibly can, and with your support and the growth we've seen on the channel, who knows, we've just gone through 10,000 subs, so the next goal clearly is 20, and it should be a good spell for us with so much to talk about here in Apple season as it is. So I hope this has come across okay. I expect the video will get about 5 views and no comments, but I just wanted to sit down and talk to you. And if you like this idea of me just turning on the camera midweek and just speaking about what's on my mind, clearly Apple related or tech related at least, let me know. I just felt I needed to share it with you. On the back of that video about me saying that I hadn't had any issues with heat, boy, have I now had some issues with heat. I feel your pain. And the battery, we need improvements. We need big improvements. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got to say. It's a bit of a weird video. I hope you kind of enjoy it. I hope it does get more than 5 views. And by the way, I will be making a video right after Glow Time on Monday. In the UK, it's 6 till 8 in the evening. The calendar reminder they sent out gave it 2 hours. That's quite a long event. So I don't know what we're getting. Clearly, obviously, more than iPhone. They'll be talking about Apple Intelligence. But I'll be making a video right on the back of that. So I think Monday could be a late night, but I will be getting a video out, a reaction video. Then I'll probably do something about the pre-order day as well, which we're expecting to be the 13th. And then on the 20th, I'll be doing a very quick unboxing video when the 16 Pro Max lands with me. I've said it before. I'm going to stop now. Thank you for watching. I hope it hasn't been too much of a muddle and a mess. I will leave some photos through the course of the video that I shot during the day using all those different focal lengths and just show you what a lovely day it was. But boy, the phone only just made it through. Anyway, I will see you next on Monday. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.